Mix banana with oatmeal and be surprised with the result. To start our recipe, I will start kneading a banana with the help of a fork, this way. Tell me if you have any differentiated recipe with banana, I would love to know. I will transfer the mashed banana to a container. Then I will add 3 tablespoons of peanut candy, and I will stir everything very well, this way, so that the 2 ingredients mix. Now I will add a cup of oatmeal and then I will stir again so that all the ingredients are added. This recipe is amazing, the result will surprise you. Then I'll take small portions of the dough with the help of a spoon and I'll shape with my hands, this way, so that it stays with this rounded shape. Is an amazing recipe, quick, easy, goes few ingredients and best of all, it is delicious. Now I'm gonna get a mold. I will add a little olive oil and I will spread with a brush to grease. Done this, I will add our recipe in the greased pan. This recipe is simply amazing and delicious. Make it at home and then come back here to tell me what you think. Finally, I will add some chocolate to taste over our recipe, but this part is optional, you can use the amount you want. A tip that I give is to add a little in the dough too, so the chocolate will not be just on the top, I guarantee that it is a delight. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching so I can send you a special hug. Today's hug goes to John Machiri from Kenya. I'm glad you're enjoying our recipes. Has become one of my favorite recipes since the first time I tried it, now I can't stop doing it. My friends always ask me to teach how to do, so amazing that the result is. This recipe has become routine here at home, I'm sure it will become routine in your home as soon as you try it. Finally, I will take to the oven in 360 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. After the time is ready, our recipe, look how beautiful it was. Now just serve and enjoy this delight. People, I love this recipe, I'm sure you and all your family will like it too. I do it myself every weekend, and when I do nothing, my family loves it and asks me to do it forever. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thank you so much for watching this video so far. I'll see you in the next video, bye. I can't get enough of cooking this apple pie. It's very delicious. To start this recipe, I will put 3 eggs in a container and beat. The result will surprise you. Then I will put a cup of sugar and 100 grams of melted butter and also a cup of milk. This recipe impresses everyone who repeats it at home. Mix these ingredients until our recipe is at this point. Now with a sieve, we will add 300 grams of wheat flour. My friends always ask me to teach how it is done, so amazing that the result is. Let's mix the flour in our recipe until it thickens. After mixing, add a tablespoon of baking powder and stir again. This has become one of my favorite recipes since I first tried it. Now on a board, I will cut 3 apples into small pieces, this way. Then add the cut apples in our recipe and mix again. Tell me how you make apple pie in your home, would love to know your recipe. After mixing, we will put our recipe in a greased pan with butter. And before I forget, tell me which city you watch so I can send you a special hug. Today's hug goes to Hager Lima from Oklahoma City. I'm glad you're enjoying our recipes. Bake our pan in 360 degrees for 40 minutes. After the time, now with a sieve, we will cover our recipe with sugar, like this. After I learned this recipe, my family only asks me to cook it at home. That done, our recipe is ready. Look how beautiful it was. Now just serve and enjoy this delight. It's an amazing recipe, quick, easy, goes few ingredients, and best of all, it's delicious. Using only a few ingredients present in everyday life, we can make a recipe much tastier than those sold in conventional restaurants. This recipe has become routine here at home. I'm sure as soon as you try it, it will become routine in your home as well. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thank you so much for watching this video so far. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. I have never eaten such delicious sausages. To start our recipe, I will start cutting 3 sausages into small pieces. This recipe is amazing, it will surprise you. Then I will add in a container 4 eggs, a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, a tablespoon of wheat flour, a tablespoon of cottage cheese, parsley to taste, and finally, I will stir everything very well with the help of a utensil until all the ingredients are mixed and joined. Do it at your house and then come back here and tell me what you think. Done that, I will grease a pan with a little butter. I will use a brush to facilitate this process. Now I will add the pieces of sausage that I cut earlier in the pan, this way. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching so I can send you a special hug. Today's hug goes to Indira Haraparsad from South Africa. I'm glad you're enjoying our recipes. It's an amazing recipe, quick, easy, goes few ingredients, and best of all, it's delicious. There's no reason for you not to do it in your home. Then I will pour the egg mixture over the sausage. Tell me if you have any differentiated omelette recipe, I'd love to know. Now I will let cook for 5 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna slice a tomato. This recipe is simply amazing. It became one of my favorites since the first time I tried it. Now I can't stop doing it. Has become routine here at home. I'm sure it will become routine in your home too. After the time, I will add a little mozzarella to taste over our recipe, but this part is optional. You can use the amount you want. Finally, I will add the tomato slices. To give a special touch, can add a little oregano if you want. Now I will cover and let cook for another 10 minutes. After the time is ready, our fear, look how beautiful it was. Now just serve and enjoy this delight. My friends always ask me to teach how to make this recipe, so amazing that the result. People, I love this recipe. I'm sure you and all your family will like it too. I do it myself every weekend, and when I do nothing, my family loves it and asks me to do it forever. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thank you so much for watching this video so far. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. When I don't have much time, I make this easy and delicious lunch. To start our recipe, I will use 4 sausages. We're going to remove their tips just like I'm doing. And then cut them in half. I'm sure you will be surprised at the end result of this recipe. Now I will use 2 slices of bread. Let's butter each one to taste. I often do it myself at home. In a bowl, I will put 2 eggs, a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and 50 milliliters of milk. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching so I can send you a special hug. Today's hug goes to Taylor McGray from USA. I'm glad you're enjoying our recipes. In a pan, I will put some olive oil. With the help of a brush, we will spread well. Next, I will put each slice of bread inside the pan. It is important to turn the slices to ensure that they fry evenly on both sides. It became one of my favorites since the first time I tried it. Now let's put the sausages we cut earlier. Do it at your house and then come back here to tell me what you think. I'm sure you and your whole family will love it. It's really impossible to eat just one piece because it looks amazing. Let's cut a whole tomato into slices. I have no doubt that you will enter your routine as you entered mine. I'll put the tomato slices on top of the sausages. Let's put the egg mixture we prepared earlier on top of everything. I will also add mozzarella cheese to taste. You can use the amount you prefer. I'll cover the pan and let it cook for 15 minutes. After this time, with the help of a spatula, we will divide our recipe into 2 parts. Even your friends will ask you to teach them how. After I split it, I'll fold each half in half. Using only a few ingredients present in anyone's routine, we can make a differentiated recipe. I'm sure your afternoon coffees will become much tastier. Again, I will cover the pan and cook for 5 minutes. And our recipe was already ready. Look what delight was. It's a great option to do on days you don't have much time to cook. I never ate bread any other way after I learned to make it like this. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thank you so much for watching this video so far. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Cauliflower has never been so delicious. To start our recipe, I will cut 300 grams of cauliflower into smaller pieces. I'm sure this recipe will surprise you. Now that they are cut, I will put them in a pan and add water until they cover all the cauliflower. I'm gonna put it on low heat and wait until they're completely cooked. Now, I'll put the cauliflower in a container and add 2 eggs on top. I will also add a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of paprika. I will stir well until all ingredients add flavor to our cauliflower. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching so I can send you a special hug. Today's hug goes to Lorraine Hitchman from England. I'm glad you're enjoying our recipes. Finally, with the help of a sieve, I will add half a cup of wheat flour. I will sift all the wheat flour over the cauliflower. I will stir again until the cauliflower is covered by all the wheat flour. Guys, you can't imagine how delicious this recipe is. Make it at home and then tell me what you think. Now in another pan, I will add enough oil and wait to heat. With the oil already heated, I will add our cauliflower slowly, so as not to splash oil to the sides. Don't forget to tell me if you have any other favorite recipe with cauliflower and eggs. I will love to know. I will wait until one side is well fried, and then I will turn all the cauliflower to fry on both sides. Now that you have finished frying, with the help of a culinary tong, I will remove our cauliflower from the frying pan gradually. I'm sure you'll come back here to thank me for teaching you how to make this cauliflower. With few ingredients we can make an easy and very delicious recipe. I doubt you've ever tasted any cauliflower as delicious and easy to make as this. Now our recipe is ready. Look how delicious it is. I'm sure you'll want to make it every day. Every time I do it here at home, there's nothing left. I have no doubt that your friends and family will want to know how you prepare this wonderful recipe. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thank you so much for watching this video so far. I see you in the next video. Bye!